Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Dorian and today I will explain to you first what is the list in the intro, and in the main body we'll talk about the list itself in 19 parts. How to create a list, how to add a value to a list, how to print one item of the list, how to delete an entrance with an index and with its value, how to reverse the value of a list, how to count the number of items, how to count the number of occurrences of a value, find the index of a list into a string, find an item in a list, extend a list by a list, permutation of a list, and some free tips at the end. So let's begin. But before starting, I'll show you how to install JUPYTER. JUPYTER Notebook is an application that you can use to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, and text. To install JUPYTER, you have to install Conda first. So go to the link in the description to install it, and then click on the download button. Then wait for the end of the download. But if you're impatient, it's not for you, because it's not finished. Now just follow the instructions and choose a location for Anaconda. Now wait. Again. Once it's finished, you go to Windows or I don't know Mac, but where you can search for something and search for Anaconda PowerShell prompt. Wait just a bit. Oops, mistake. Now enter the command I put in the description, and normally you should have this. Now you can close that and go to your search area and search for JUPYTER Notebook. The notebook should open in your web navigator, and you have all your files here. You just go where you want and create a new Python 3 notebook. So now we can start. First of all, what is a list? Lists are a variable in which we can put many variables in it. So before starting to work on lists, of course, you have to create one. Nothing more simple than that. You just put a name of list. I'm gonna name list, put an equal and some square brackets. That's it. You created a list. Then you want to add values into the list. You can do it while you're creating it. Just you create again the list and you put your values in it. For example, I put 3, 4, 5, 1, separated by commas, of course, and I put some string because you can put whatever you want in the list. All types of values you can put in the list. You have also another method, that is the append method. So you created the list with square brackets and you want to add values. You just use append and parentheses. Between them you put the values you want, like for example 5, but you can do it just one by one. You can't do that, like for example it doesn't work at all. Let me show you. List.append takes exactly one argument, 3 given. So yeah, you just put 1, like for example 6, 8, that's it. I print the list and 5, 6, 8. After you added some values into your list, you want to display them. To do that, you can just print the list like I did before, like that. Print list. Or if you want to display one item specifically, you put square brackets at the end of the name of your list, like so. List square brackets, and for example 0, it's the index in the list, but beware, the index is 1 below their position. For example, the first value has an index of 0, the second value has an index of 1, and so on. You can also modify a value with its index. For example, list 0 equal S, list 1 equal U, and list 2 equal B. And then the list is set. Don't forget to sub if you are not already. Maybe you want to delete an entrance. You have two ways to do it. You can do it with its index, but you can do it also with its value. But first, with its index. You have to use the del function. Del, and after that, you put the name of your list, and between the square brackets, you put the index of what you want. And then I print list, and you'll see that there is no S. You want to delete it by its value? No problem. You can do it with the remove method. This time you have to put your list followed by a dot and remove it with parentheses, and inside it you put the value you want to delete. Nothing simpler than that. List dot remove, I remove you, then I print the list because either we're not gonna see the list, and as you can see there is only S. You can reverse the values of your list with the reverse method by just adding dot reverse with parentheses but nothing in it, and then I'll print a list. You'll see that of course we have to redefine it sub. Now you can see that now it's bus. To know the number of items there is in a list, you can use the len function. Print len of list. It just tells you how many items there is in your list, like so. But if you want to know the number of occurrences of one value, you can use the count method. For example, if you want to know how many A there are in a list, you'll put the A inside the count, like so. A. It returns me 0 because of course there is 0 A in my list, but if I put S, it returns me 1. You can also find the index of a value by using the index method, but again, beware, the index is not his place. To count with your hand, you have to start by 0. So, list.index, and inside the parentheses, you put S, and it returned 2, because it's 0, 1, 2, and the list, remember, is bus, not sub. If I redefine it, it returned me 0 because it's the first one. Now here is some tips to manipulate the list. Earlier we saw how to display one value of a list, but if you want to show the last value of the list, you just have to put -1 inside the square brackets, like so. You put square brackets -1, and of course you print, and it returned B, of course, because it's the last one. If you want to display the 4 last values, you just replace the 1 by a 4 and add column. But in our list, there isn't 4 items, so I just put like, subscribe, and now you be like, subscribe. Yes, you can use a colon inside the square brackets to display the list. List colon, and it returns all the list. If you want to display the values one by one, you can use for loop. For you put one variable as you like. I put I in the name of your list, colon, and then don't forget the space here, the tab, because it will not work. And then you print the variable. It will search for the item and then print one by one, like so, as you be like and subscribe. Also, if you want to find the index, you can use the enumerate function, like that. Print. Don't forget to put it in a list, because either it will return these weird little things and you don't want that. So enumerate and then list I. Sorry, mistake. Don't put a square bracket. And here you are. Now the for loop 0s, 1u, 2b, 3 like, and 4 subscribe. You have to know that the values returned are tuples. To copy a list, you can just use the copy method by adding it at the end of the list, like so, and then put it in a variable like list2 equal list copy, and then print list to list, and you see that the two are the same. Now, to transform a string into a list, you have to use the split method, and inside the parentheses you add the separator. So let's just create a variable string. Don't forget to like the video, and then I want it to be a list. So list 3, no, just list equal string dot split, and then you add the separator. For example, I put space, but if I did that, I could put that here, so it will do, I'll show you, print list, it return don't forget and to like the video. But if I want it to word by word, I add the space as a separator, and then I have don't forget to like that video. But you can also do the opposite by using the join method. It's a bit different from the split method, but not difficult at all. You put the separator, you want to separate the different values of the list inside quotation marks, and follow with the join method and put, of course, your list inside it. So let's begin by creating a list. So H, E, L, L, and O. It means hello, if you didn't see it, but I think you saw it. So now we create a string variable, and then we put I want that to be the separator, dot join parentheses, and inside it you put the list. Now I print the two, list and string, and then I have hello and hello in a string, and if I put nothing, it just gather them all, so you have a word. And if I put space, there is one space between each letter. To find an item, it's very easy. You just have to use the in element. It returns true if it found the item, and it returns false if not. So I create a list, I put 1 6 5 9 4 3 3 12, and then I put print, for example, 2 in list, and then I print 1 in list, and you'll see that it will return false and true because there is no 2 in the list and there is 1 just here in the list, false and true. To extend a list, as indicated by his name, you have to use the extend method. First, you put the list you want to extend, and inside the extend, you put what you want to extend it. I want to extend list with list 2. But of course, first we have to create 1 5 6, no, we'll put 2 4 6 8 and 10, and then list 2 equal 1 3 5 7 9, and then we print list. Here we print list and list 2, and we'll see list 2, and then we see here that it's a big list, 2 4 6 8 10 1 3 5 7 9. You want the permutation of the list? No problem, I got you. But what do I mean when I say permutation? It's all the possibility of a list. To use that, you have to import first, and it's from ITER tools, import permutations. But you can just use that to import all the modules of ITER tools, because we'll use another one later. Then you have to transform it into a list by using the list function, and then you use the permutation function, permutations, and you put the list you want to permutate, and of course you print it. That will not work. Sorry, there is no import first, just from ITER tools. But because the list is too important, we'll just put 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 2, 1. But you can also have all the possibilities of two lists. So first create 1, 1, 2, 3, and then we create another one, list 2 equal 5, 4, 6. Then we print it, we put it in a list, we use the project function, and we put our two lists, list 1 and list 2, and then it will return all the possibility 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Finally, here is two tips for better use of the list. You can print the third element of a list starting from the end just by using -3 inside the square bracket. You can do that with all the numbers, of course. -3, -6. If there is a large amount of items in your list, you can put -9999999. I don't care. But me, I will put -2. It will print the yes, it's 2 because our list is 1, 2, 3. So starting from the end, 1 and 2. And if I want -1, the last one, 3, and if we want the first one, but starting from the end, it's the last one, so -3, it returns 1, as you can see. And as you add two lists, like so, list 3 equal list plus list, list 2, we print list 3, it will return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can multiply it like 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is the end of the video, guys. I hope this tutorial helps some people to understand the list. If you want other tutorials, tell me in the comments. I'll do my best to do it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It makes me happy. See you next time. Bye.